Welcome in everybody to a little bit of a channel update video. We're going to try and keep this short and sweet, but I have been known to ramble from time to time, so we'll see how that goes. But I've really got three main points that I wanted to talk about in today's video to kind of give you guys a, hey, where are we at? I know the last couple of weeks have been a little sparse on videos and kind of give you some context for all that. And then looking ahead, what we're actually looking forward to with new content coming out very shortly. That's really going to be the key, most important, and I think most fun piece of all of this. So we're going to save that for last. First and foremost, guys, we're going to talk Legends ZA very quickly. So the reality of that game is I did start doing a playthrough of that series. I got about 10 episodes in. I actually recorded 3 more episodes, but then ended up having to be out of town for work for about 2 weeks, on and off in those 2 weeks. In that time, I didn't have any scheduling time for editing or uploading or anything. And so unfortunately, those 3 episodes, while still sitting on my hard drive, are still not edited and still not up. And I don't think I am going to put them up unless you guys comment down below and say, hey, I'd really like to see those. I'm happy to upload them. It's purely just out of, I don't plan on finishing that playthrough on camera for various reasons. One, I may have already beaten the game, but 2, I was finding it a little bit challenging because I really wanted to play the game, but I couldn't always sit down to record. It was a matter of convenience, a matter of I just want to be able to play this game and enjoy this game. And I wasn't really able to do that in the way that I decided to attempt to upload content around it. And so unfortunately, that was just a mistake on my end. Reality sits in and it is what it is. I just couldn't finish it. And therefore, I've already taken the time. I've beaten the game. I'm actually working on completing the Pokedex now. And so I'm really excited to be able to finish the game in my own time, on my own time, and not be stressed about content around it. Excuse me. I will say I do have some ideas for content around that game later on. But again, that's really more like post-game stuff. It's not necessarily stuff like playthrough, that kind of thing. I don't plan on nuzlocking that game. I do believe Game Boy Luke actually did some nuzlocking of that game, and I'm sure it went well. I didn't actually see the video, but Game Boy Luke obviously is amazing. And so I'm sure the content was great, but it doesn't seem like the kind of nuzlocke game that I would like to play. And so I don't think I will. I think if I do any other Legends EA content, it will be post-game content, maybe then we fight style videos, things like that. But I have yet to decide. I've got some ideas, but I haven't really fully fleshed those out. So that is something that I am looking to do, but not quite there yet. So moving off of Legends EA, I'm not going to be playing that on camera anymore. Again, if you guys do want to see those recorded videos, again, there are 3 of them. Happy to release them either as one long, like 3-hour thing, or we can certainly just do it in episodic releases as I had been. But it didn't really seem to gain that much traction anyway. And so I'm not too worried about not actually completing that game. I do want to hear your thoughts on Legends EA, so definitely let me know in the comments below. I've kind of fully formed my opinions at this point because I have beaten the game and it's been interesting. I will say a lot of up and down. But moving off of Legends EA into Pokemon Unbound, that has stayed consistent. I did move it back to 1 episode a week, only because I was doing the Legends EA content. And I knew there was going to be a busy period there with work. And so I didn't want to overwhelm myself by trying to record just tons and tons of episodes. I haven't sat down to record that series in quite some time. I do already have a video lined up for this Sunday, so that one is ready to go. And so I will be continuing that. I'm going to plan on recording next week, get some more videos done for that series. But I am loving Pokemon Unbound. I thought so far that series has done really, really well. And it's just a really fun fan-made hack game. I really enjoy it. Definitely encourage everybody who has not played a fan-made game, really try those out. They are a blast. And Pokemon Unbound is a great place to start, especially if you're not interested in the really hardcore battling mechanics of stuff like Rad Red. So definitely suggest it. That will be continuing. I just have to sit down and record now that everything is kind of fleshed out and back. Before I jump into the very last thing, and probably, again, the most exciting and most important thing, I do want to mention these last couple of weeks, I mentioned I was out for work and things like that. I was out for on about 2 weeks because of 2 work trips. getting a lot of stuff done for work because it was event focused. And so getting ready for those events and then the post event stuff takes quite a while. And so getting all of that done, finally, it's mostly off the plate. So I'm in a much better place as far as work is concerned now. But that was a really busy couple weeks. And not only that, so I was gone from Monday to Wednesday of the week of Halloween. And when I got back on Wednesday, my wife had hung out with some friends of ours. They have kids. Unfortunately, one of those kids had a little cold. And then on Thursday, my daughter ended up with that cold, or excuse me, Friday. So on Halloween, which was really not fun for a few days. She's still kind of getting over it. Thankfully, we're on the tail end. Like, it's just a cough now. Nothing too crazy. Nobody else got it, although I do sound a little stuffy today, albeit I did wake up very recently, so that might be why. But basically, she's been sick for about a week, and so I didn't feel right sitting down to record. I kind of needed to spend some time with my daughter, make sure my wife was covered for a while. And get all that stuff back in order, which is why these last couple of weeks have been a little sparse on content. Obviously, as I said, Pokemon Unbound down to once a week, but it is still coming out. But everything else has kind of taken precedence. I haven't really focused on this, the channel as far as content goes. Now, all of that to say, we're back in a better place. This next week is going to be my big recording week to kind of get back on track. And this is the exciting news. We have a new series that will be coming out very shortly. Now, I don't have an official date, but I do know it will most likely be a once a week series with a guest. And I am very excited about that because this has been something I've wanted to do for years, literally years. The channel has been something I've wanted to do for, decades, but this content has been something that I've really wanted to do for quite some time. And it's with a very special person, in my opinion. And so I'm really excited to be able to bring that to you. I know the guest is also very excited to bring this to you. And so we did already record the first episode of that series. And so we've actually already got it edited. We're in proofing mode and making sure everything's good. We do plan to record again next week. I think the game plan is once we've got at least 2 to 3 episodes of that series kind of on lock and ready to go, we're going to start releasing them. But I don't want to over stress either of us because of course it's holiday season, all that kind of stuff. And so I want to make sure that we've got enough buffer that if we miss a recording week or something like that, it's not too stressful for anybody. If we do miss an episode here and there, not a huge deal either. I think it's really just going to be for fun and it's really going to be a fun series. And so I will say episode 1 is a little crazy. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of, we're going to say unbalanced things that happen, which is totally fine. And I think it's going to be really interesting. So I really hope you guys are excited for a brand new series. I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's a Soul Link. And I could not be more excited. A Soul Link has been something I've wanted to sit down and record with somebody for a long time. And finally, we're able to make that happen. So that's going to be really fun. Definitely check out or stay tuned for that. I'll try and get a release date for you guys and all that kind of stuff and put it on the community tab so you guys see it. But all that to say, guys, lots of updates, lots of things going on. I'm excited to jump back into recording. I hope you guys aren't too upset about the Legends EA thing. I didn't feel like it was worth continuing because if I'm not enjoying the game, you guys aren't going to see that I'm enjoying the game. And that's not really fun for anybody. And so I do enjoy the game, but I enjoyed it on my own time. And I think that's a better way to do it. So we will see what comes up in the future here, guys. And we will have that new series dropping very, very soon. In the meantime, I hope you continue enjoying Pokemon Unbound. And until the next video, I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. If you are not already, like and subscribe, do the thing. But I will see you guys again very soon.